very big trouble for the Super Corollas. If the referees call it loose, Norman Black is going to have a very hard time scoring points tonight, and the San Miguel team might be very intimidated by the rough and rugged Super Corollas.
During this championship series, they've gone into 6 games. So far, their average scores per quarter, San Miguel at 25.7 points and Toyota 27.3. But so far, on their average score, it is San Miguel that is a shade on top, 102.8 versus 102.1 on Toyota.
Well, Ping's already on the first play of the game. The referee blowing his whistle and calling a foul. And it will be a chance for a 3-point play for Alex Tan.
Well, Alex Tan during this finals was averaged at 7.5 per game. And his free throws completing the slam at 3-0.
Well, you know, they're expecting a lot more points from Alex. They need more than 7 or 8 points from him. He has a very good outside shot, and if they do double-team Black, Alex must continue to shoot his outside shot.
Well, on the matchup, it is Rosalio Fernandez, and Black immediately going for the rebound, looking for Tan. It's a fast move by Lobo, but the big J's over there plays up, taking up the play, and immediately we have contact on Sonny Jaworski. That's the first one, and first team foul called against Toyota.
Well, you know, Ping, as we said even before the opening whistle, it looks like the referees are going to call this game tight. They want to keep the game tight. They don't want the players to get too physical. This way, come the fourth quarter, it won't get too physical on the court, and the players will be concentrating on playing good, clean basketball.
And Lobo stretches the lead of San Miguel Beer, 4-0. We have Norman Black keeping an eye on Balam. Short on Legoski attempt, and Jaworski immediately staying down to protect any possible fast breaks. Velosa's keeping an eye on Norman Black.
You know, 2 people in the Toyota starting lineup, missing from the Toyota starting lineup, are Francis Arnaiz and Arnie Tuadle. Those have been the real key. Those 2 players have done a fine job for the Super Corollas, but I'm sure we'll see them before the end of the first quarter.
And Bulang on the left wing. This is Nick Bulang breaking the ice with 10 minutes and 45 seconds left in the first period of play. It is 6-2, San Miguel Beer on top by 4 points. Now, don't forget that on the average, underneath, good bounce pass coming from Norman Black to Lobo. Don't forget that on the finals, it is San Miguel trailing at the end of the first quarter, 25.7, and Toyota ahead by 27.3. But at the start of this 7th game, San Miguel Beer came out blazing and went ahead by 4-0. At the moment, it's 8-2. San Miguel Beer, the bigger lead of 6 points.
Well, you know, things. I think that Emeril Legaspi is in the ball game to really harass Marty Saldana rather than waste Francis Arnaiz with a couple of quick fouls or trying to tire out Francis. Emeril's job will be to control the team, maybe swipe the ball from Marty Saldana.
And Nick Bulang hits twice, same place. San Miguel Beers on top by 4. And we have a quarter court foul here on Velosa. That is the second team foul called against Toyota.
You know, another thing we should point out to the fans, it seems that Toyota has not been trying to fast break with the basketball. And that was evident in their last game. And I think that might be the case tonight. Toyota might want to slow down the game to reduce their amount of turnovers and take better shots at the basket.
Well, the Big J and Velosa, 2 fouls apiece, bringing the team foul to a total of 4 of Toyota. We have traveling, called against Black. He was trapped a little bit, lost his footing. It's 8-4. 9 minutes and 38 seconds first quarter. They go to Bulang. He's not being covered a little bit closer by Lobo, not taking it for granted. Other side is Velosa. Making it a nice looper, hitting from 17 feet. It's still San Miguel Beer by a basket. 8-6. Tan. Norman Black is underneath, gets fouled by Fernandez, who immediately technologist.
You know, Ping, to start off the ball game, the intensity and the electricity that was in the air, you would think that the players would be nervous and playing a little cautiously. But right from the start, you can see that the players are cool, they're taking their shots, and they're even making their shots. These guys don't feel the pressure of the championship game. They know they got to do their thing.
9 minutes and 8 seconds. Score at the moment is 9-6. Toyota Super Corollas down by 3 points. Legaspi trying it from 18 feet, making.
You know, that's a very big basket for Emma Legaspi, psychologically speaking, because now Marty Saldana has to respect that outside shot. He's got to lay off. He's got to go up on Emma Legaspi, and Emma might have a chance to drive at the basket now.
And Norman Black creating a turnover here, losing his footing as he started to go for the basket. If Toyota scores, this will be the first time that they'll be on top. They're behind right now by 1 point. Jaworski. Juan Fernandez on the high post. Casalias over there. Keeps on going, making it. Now when Juan Fernandez drives, he's so graceful and he seems to be having the best expertise of his.
Well, you know, usually we've seen Norman Black assigned to Juan Fernandez. Tonight, it's Casaya.
Lobo on a very tough left shot.
You know, Lobo has been the surprise of the series. Minortok went to him in Game 3. He responded so well, and now he's really been contributing points for the San Miguel team.
Here is Legaspi. Didn't expect the pass. Lost his footing also. We have a turnover. It's 11-10 San Miguel Beer on top by 1 point, 7 minutes and 56 seconds. First quarter. We have a jam-packed standing room only here at the Big Dome. Norman Black. You can almost forget it when he's there.
Well, that's something that San Miguel was not doing in game number 6. Black was remaining in a stationary position and therefore drawing the double team. Now it looks like Norman Black is going to be coming from the weak side to the strong side. If Black is in motion, it will be very difficult for Toyota to double team.
But again, on Norman Black's continuous motion, the question has been, can he sustain this? Well, so far it's already game number 4, but in the third quarter, there has been a pattern that Norman Black has to change pace and catch his second win. Good hit on the side by Juan Fernandez, bringing the score San Miguel just by 1, 13-12.
Yes, that's definitely true, Pingoy, but at this point, I think Norman Black is playing on reserve energy. He's just playing out of sheer desire.
Look at Lobo fighting for that and getting it on the second attempt for San Miguel here. Nobody boxed him out, and he timed it well, got it, and there's a layup very quickly short by Velosa. San Miguel by 3. It's 15-12. Norman Black. Checked by Velosa. Followed up very quickly by Saldana. The second attempt, they've been capitalizing on that. First you saw it in Lobo, and now on the mighty Marty Saldana. They're very quick to get the loose ball.
You know, after Game 6, I had the opportunity to speak to Tommy Minortok, and he was so pleased with the play of Marty Saldana. He's just played so poisefully, and he's very surprised at his accuracy on Marty's outside shot.
It's 17-12, the biggest lead so far, bigger lead by San Miguel Beer. 5 points, we have 6 minutes and 16 seconds. First quarter, the Big J is in the court. He's seeing action. He's really not moving that well. He's been just trying to get the flow of the game, inspiring his players, and he cheers Velosa after making that basket. It's 17-14. San Miguel by 3. 5 minutes and 55 seconds. Casalia playing very strong against Juan Fernandez. Here's Alex Tan looking for space. Turns around short, and the Big J just picks it up. Doesn't hurry his movements. No very quick turns there. I don't think it's 100%, but his presence alone inspires and lifts his team.
Well, right now, the Toyota team is really lacking firepower as far as offense is concerned. I think pretty soon we're going to start to see guys like Duwadlis and Coops in the basketball game. Right now, the only guys that can really do the scoring for Toyota is Juan Fernandez.
We have a timeout being asked by Tommy Manoto. Also, June Bernardino very quickly for our man on the ball.
Okay,
Thank you very much, Bingo. And I'm right now beside the father of Commissioner Leo Prieto. Good evening, Mr. Prieto. I understand that in the absence of your son, you were asked by your son, or you came here deliberately, voluntarily to see the game?
No, I came voluntarily to see the game because it's the first time that I've been here.
And how do you feel about the atmosphere and the mood of the Coliseum, Mr. Prieto?
Wonderful, you know? Wonderful.
Thank you very much, Mr. Prieto. There you have it, the father of Commissioner Leo Prieto coming over to see the game, not because of Mr. Prieto, but because he is the director of San Miguel. Thank you very much, Mr. Prieto. You know, Pigs, right after that timeout, you can see that Ed Ocampo put in his really big guns. Donnie Ray Coons coming into the game, along with Arnie Tawadlis and Francis Arnaiz.
So Toyota is now on full gear. When Abid King comes, they're going to be in full force, and a good hit by Arnie Tawadlis. What a tremendous asset he's been ever since the start of the semifinals and here in the 7th and last game of the championship. Inside play. Foul called against Toyota. The score standing at 17-16. Hernandez guilty of his second personal foul. Lobo getting nothing, air ball. Going to Arnaiz. Toyota's over the limit. They're in team foul trouble. Last touch, Francis Arnaiz.
Even though Toyota lost the ball on that play, you can see that when Francis is in the ball game, he really makes things move. He makes his teammates think about cutters. He makes players look for the cutters, and he himself drives to the basket. Very important. And there's the man you wanted, Abe King in the ball game, and now Toyota is really stacked.
And in answer to that, Tommy Manotoc dispatches the old warrior. We have Manny Paneo seeing action for the first time with 4 minutes and 9 seconds first quarter. Hard shot. Home run pass. Back to it, and a nice saves it. Oh, what a difficult pass. What a more difficult shot. Unbelievable. What a great pass. And Francis, with 2 men on him, puts it in anyway. And the crowd, they're on their feet. Coons trying to make a stab for it. Very wisely to Visalia. Short. But there was foul called against Arnie Tawadlis.
You know, Pings, we've been covering a lot of Toyota basketball games, especially lately, but I've never seen Toyota play such tenacious defense in the opening minutes of a ball game.
Immediately, they wanted to have the feel of the flow. They wanted to have control of the game, and they were not just going to build up and wait. They were going to get right there, have their presence felt, and they played very serious ball. Now on the part of San Miguel Beer, with the presence of Norman Black, after receiving the award, the plaque of the best team coach, somehow they are on the right track, and they're playing inspired ball game. At the moment, it's San Miguel Beer by 1. Juan Fernandez almost had it, but Norman Black disturbed his shot attempt. And here comes Norman. Abby King is watching him. Facing the outside. Ravanas, he can fit over there. And underneath. And Abby King towers getting his first rebound. Here's Coons on the left side. Good hit. Firing from 17 feet. Left flat.
Well, June Bernardino was at the Toyota practice yesterday, and that's the kind of play Toyota was running. Throw the ball into the low post, you cut around and take your jump shot. And Donnie Ray Coons, he must have taken 100 of those shots yesterday.
And the mighty Mike, very quickly, rifle the pass. Here's Tawadlis. He's strong. Visalia and Ravanas were on him very quickly. Tawadlis yielding the foul, and we have a timeout asked by Ed Ocampo. And 47 seconds left, first period of play.
Well, so far, Pigs, it's been a very exciting first few minutes of action, you know. Lobo's really been picking up the slack. He scored 7 points so far. Norman Black held down to 5. For the Toyota team, Juan Fernandez, 4 points. Relosa, 4 points. Bulang, 4 points.
Personnel Fernandez and 2 Jaworski, 2 also together with Relosa, and 2 against the Salia. Toyota is over the limit. Coons is being trapped. A nice gets away. He was looking for Avi King, and very quickly Norman Black covered him.
Well, you know, Pingoy, one of the big factors in this series, and not too many people really look at it, the defense that Manny Paner has been playing on Donnie Ray Coons. Everybody thought that Donnie Ray Coons is much quicker than Manny Paner. Coons could out-rebound Paner, but Paner has really been holding his own, and should San Miguel go ahead and win this series, I think a lot of it should be attributed to Manny Paner.
On the three, there was a foul called against Jesse Miguel Bean, who's seeing action for the first time. Rodless, before he could go up, foul called against Ravanes, bringing 5 team fouls called against San Miguel. First contact on Ravanes. Toyota is over the limit. A nice looking for Fernandez. Miguel Bean is right there. Watch Juan Fernandez trying to back up. His favorite shot.
Well, you see, when Juan Fernandez gets the ball in that position, so many things can happen. Guys will be free for a shot. People will be cutting to the basket, or Mon could shoot, just as he did in that case.
On the side, Jesse Miguel Bean on a miss. A nice winning out on that one very quickly to Floodless. Nice shot. That didn't look, it really wasn't that easy.
No, Pings, he had very little backcourt to work with. Instead of using the glass, he laid it swish.
We have 1 minute and 40 seconds left in the first quarter. Toyota by 3, cut down by Romanes. Taking jump shot, making it from 12 feet. A nice trying for a rainbow. Norman Black pulls it down. And Romanes, but Coons is right there. Getting back control. Those are cut by the Mighty Might. Goes in and out. Here's a fast break. Running game, but anticipated by San Miguel Beer. Black coming down very quickly to defend. Abbey King had no chance to receive that. The Old Warrior on a drive and charging, called against Manny Paner.
Well, you know, going back to that last turnover by Toyota, the long pass by Mon Fernandez. You know, Toyota has to learn from that, and if they see that they really don't have the fast break, they cannot push it. They must take advantage when the man is open, but if he's not there, if you don't make eye-to-eye contact, don't take a chance with the basketball.
And the first foul on Mighty Might, Marty Saldana brings the team fouls to 7, also of San Miguel Beer, and Manotov dispatches Yoyong Martinez, giving Saldana a rest. We have 58 seconds left in this first quarter. King playing on the outside, going to Coons. Manny Paner keeping an eye on him. They don't try to trap him. Right there and there, 18 feet.
Well, if Coons starts hitting outside, Manny Paner is going to have a very rough time. Then Manny's going to have to go up and try to challenge him. Coons might be able to drive.
Norman Black is flying very quickly. Score now 26-25. Toyota just by 1. Both teams are over the limit. We have 24 seconds left in this first quarter. Juan Fernandez trying to do a little lap. A nice getaway. Running shot. Making. Martinez didn't know whether to come close to him, Steve, because he could pass. Trying to beat the gun, gets nothing but air. With still a second left. Premature. But he did look at the clock. Made the judgment to take it. Last half court. And Manny Paner was in no position to